India and Pakistan relation. As we all know that India and Pakistan are the neighboring country from in 1947 both get independent from the British colonial rule. After then their relation became complex. In 1947 both become a different nation in which there was a mass migration and it created a communal riots and between them and create a tension between them. There are many historical grievances and many wars occurred between Pakistan and India in 1947 to 1948. There was a conduct a war between India and Pakistan due to a Kashmir issue in which UN helped both the country to do a ceasefire. After the 1965 war in which there was an agreement, it was occurred due to the Kashmir war in which the Tashkent agreement has been occurred. After then 1975 war in which Bangladesh get an independent country in which India helps the Bangladesh to get independent from the Pakistan. After then there was a 1999 war. It was Kargil war in which Pakistan tried to infiltrate in the Kargil area, due to which it created a tension between the Pakistan and Indians relation and create a war in which India won the war. After then there are many other concerns between the India and Pakistan relation, that is a terrorist attack. As we all know that there are many terrorist attacks has been occurred in India due to a Pakistan 2001 war terrorist attack occurred in the parliament. After then 2008 Mumbai attack and recent attack that occurred in Pulwama attack that was occurred due to the terrorist attack by the Pakistan's help. After then there was a trade relation between India and Pakistan. There is a limited trade relation between India and Pakistan that create due to a high tariff duties between both of them. It create a tension between both the economic relation. Thirdly, there is a people-to-people contact. As we all know that India and Pakistan was the same country before 1947. So there is a cultural ties remain strong between them, due to which the people they share the same culture and the sports activities. People also want to become the relation strong between them, but due to a political pressure, they create a conflict between them. After India always want to make its relation strong with them. For that, there is a need that both have to navigate their historical grievance and come together for a meetings so that relation became strong between them and they can counter the China easily for that. Thank you.
Good morning, gentlemen. My lecturette topic is obesity. So what is obesity? Obesity is a chronic disease that is caused due to the excessive accumulation of fat in our body. Scientists use a screening tool known as BMI to calculate obesity in an individual. What is BMI? BMI stands for Body Mass and Index. It is the ratio of height over weight square, weight over height square, where weight is in kg and height is in meter. An adult individual having a BMI above 30 is considered as obese. Now, what are the causes of obesity? Obesity is caused due to various factors like genetic factors, psychological factors, environmental factors. So, first of all, taking the genetic factors, if a person's genetic history, the father or the parents are obese, then he might likely to get obese. Now there comes environmental factors. Environmental factors refers to what person do in environment and community, like what he is eating in home, in school, and how he is physically active in home and school. Now let's talk about the causes, effects of obesity. The effects of obesity on our health are very bad. Like it may lead to type 2 diabetes, cancer problems, heart diseases problems, heart strokes, gallbladder problems and fatty liver tissues. During obese person, obesity hinders a person's ability to perform activities. Okay, and now obesity, we can get an estimation of obesity by checking the amount of fat in our waist body also. We can counter obesity by using several methods. First of all, we can be a physically fit individual, living a physically healthy lifestyle. We can eat a balanced diet. a diet that contains all the essential nutrients, vitamins, fats, carbs, etc. Also, we can provide some counseling sessions for countering the psychological ways like anxiety, depression, stress, etc. Thank you.
So, Jain friends, as once our former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh said that Kashmir was a issue, Kashmir was a business, unfinished business of partition, and it had been source of conflicts more than 6 decades between India and Pakistan, and it is casting shadow over the relations of these two countries. If you see the history of Kashmir, so Kashmir was a land of Maharishi Kashyap. The Maharishi Kalyan wrote Raj Tarangidi over the history of Kashmir. Apart from that, Kashmir was ruled by Lalitaditya Muktapid, who built Sun Temple there, Martand Sun Temple. But if we see the modern history, so the king of Kashmir, Maharaja Hari Singh, wanted to make the Kashmir citial land of Asia. He wanted to stay independent from any of these nations like India and Pakistan, and wanted to rule it sovereign. But he was unaware that army of Kashmir was not having the sufficient and modern state-of-the-art weapons. That's why when the tribals and soldiers of Pakistan ruled, attacked, invaded over Kashmir, the army of Kashmir was not able to defend it. And later, a large part of Kashmir got captured by Pakistani military, which is known currently as Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Later, the Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru of India brought this issue into event, and even decided to make a plebiscite there, but it was never conducted. After that, there was a first war from 1947 to 1948, which was known as First Kashmir War. After that, in every war, like in the war of 65, in the war of 71, in the war of 99, every time the issue of Kashmir got intensified. And in the 1989, the East Agency started in Kashmir, and the first and foremost effect of that a lot of people lost their lives, jobs, many resources got destroyed. Kashmir used to be a great source of tourism. The tourism got destroyed. Apart from that, there was a massacre of thousands of Hindus. Around lakhs of Hindus left Kashmir overnight. Apart from that, if you see the early 2000, still there were various attacks even in elections. And in the last, as you know, in the 5th August 2019, Indian government abrogated Article 370, which used to be a cause, which used to be a bone of contention. Because of this article, there was a different Nissan, different flag, and different constitution, which got abolished. So if we see the present time, and my opinion, so Kashmir is doing well, as various countries, even like UAE, thought to invest there and made a great mall. And Indian government is working there appropriately, and also because of some operation like Operation Ma, the tourism in Kashmir decreased significantly, and people are looking towards development, towards the growth, and leaving the terrorism. Thank you.
If death strikes before I prove my blood, I promise I will kill death, said by Captain Manoj Pandey in Kargil War in Operation Vijay. He is the awardee of Param Vir Chakra. Jai Hind everyone, my lecturate topic is Param Vir Chakra. Param Vir Chakra is India's highest military decoration award given for the exemplary and distinguished acts of valor and courage in the presence of enemy. It was designed by an army wife, Savitri Khanolkar, who designed the Param Vir Chakra. Talking about the Param Vir Chakra, then it is a bronze disc. In the middle of it is the Ashoka emblem surmounted by 4 copies of Vajra. What is Vajra? Vajra is the weapon of Bhagwan Indra in Hindu mythology. It is the significance of sacrifice of Rishi Dadhichi, who gave his bones to kill a demon. It is a bronze disc of 35 millimeters in diameter, and it is suspended in suspended by a purple ribbon of 32 millimeter in length. As of now, total there are 21 awardees of Param Vir Chakra, and 20 are given to the army personals, whereas one is for the Indian Air Force. The youngest recipient of Param Vir Chakra is Second Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal, who was involved in the Battle of Shankargarh 1971 Indo-Pakistan War. Total, there are 21 recipients, and the maximum Param Vir Chakra goes to the grenadiers. That is total 3 Param Vir Chakras. The highest rank the highest rank which received the Param Vir Chakra is the Lieutenant Colonel Arun Tarapore. He was involved in the Battle of Sialkot in India-Pakistan War 1965. When we talk about the Param Vir Chakra, then it is India's highest military decoration award, and in the peacetime it is the Ashoka Chakra. And if we compare the Param Vir Chakra of India, then it is equivalent to that of the Victoria Cross of United Kingdom and Medal of Honor of United States. Thank you.
Conclusion of my opinion.
United Nation is like a mother that treats nation like its children to promote the sense of trustworthiness and respect. Good morning everyone. Today I am going to give a lecture on the topic United Nations Security Council. After the end of World War II, United Nations was established, and by its Charter Act of 1945, United Nations Security Council was established, and it is one of its six organs. United Nations Security Council consists of total 15 members, in which 5 are permanent members and 10 are non-permanent members. 5 permanent members are USA, UK, Russia, France and China, whereas there are 10 non-permanent members who has a 2 years of after 2 years they are been elected. India has served as a non-permanent member for the 7th time, last being 2021. Now, United Nations Security Council have been in various kind of news. For example, they are being deemed as unreliable because of the recent acts, like they are unable to do anything in Russia-Ukraine war, and also the tension between Israel-Hamas, and also the tension between the Kashmir issues also. In all of these, United Nations Security Council are unable to do anything. So there are various issues that has been arising and leading to situation like this. The first and foremost is the veto power, the misuse of veto power, in which basically if there is if one permanent member of the United Nations Security Council is disagreed, the entire decision is being overruled. And the nations like China has misused this veto power time and time again. Whenever has been discussion of making India a permanent member, the countries like China has used this veto power to overrule the decision. The second is inadequate representation in the United Nations Security Council, as there is no representation of African continent, which has the most countries in the entire world, as most of the countries are from the European nations and the Asian nations. So majority of representation is from that region only. The third is developing nations like Brazil, India are not able to get the permanent membership, and because of that they are not being able to put their voice on a global stage and to resolve their own issues. Now, coming to this kind of solution to this problem, the first is the democratization in UNSC, as the more and more power needs to be democratized. The second is non-permanent members should be given an power status other than being just an observable. Because of this only they will be able to get new reforms in the UNSC, and they will be able to act in situation like the Russia-Ukraine war and be able to solve problems like Kashmir issue and Israel-Hamas war. Thank you very much.
Yoga is not about self-improvement, it's about self-expectance. Good morning everyone. Today's topic of my lecture is yoga in everyday life. As we know, Yoga is a group of physical, mental and spiritual exercise that has been followed from the ancient India, and today it is followed all around the world. The yoga basically helps in the physical and mental strengthening of a human being. After that, yoga has been mentioned from the ancient times. The first yoga, the seal that was found in IVC, Indus Valley Civilization, in 2700 BC, and it was a Pashupati seal that basically depicted a yogi sitting in an asana and performing yoga. Also the word of the term yoga is basically described in the Rig Veda, that is basically 1700 old script. After that, we can also see the description of yoga in various different scriptures, as we have also seen that yoga has been becoming a soft power for India, as India has been following awareness among all of the people all around and telling them how to perform yoga, and basically this awareness is kind of contributing in the soft power to strengthen the future policies of India. And we also know that yoga, basically the father of yoga is known as the Patanjali. Maharishi Patanjali is also known as the father of yoga. Yoga is basically Yoga is basically has been practiced. He is known as father of yoga because he has combined all of the 195 sutras that gives the basic principles of yoga, and also the way how a different limb should perform. After that, the International Yoga Day is celebrated on 21st of June, and in 2014 the UN has considered celebrating 21st June as an International Yoga Day, and this year the 10th International Yoga Day was celebrated, and the theme of International Yoga Day was yoga for self and society. Yoga plays a very good role if basically practiced in good sense. Yoga, basically the University of Ayush has given the 8 types of yoga that are popularly being practiced in all over the world. Those 8 types of yogas are the first is the Karma Yoga, Jap Yoga, Swar Yoga, Kundalini, Nadi, and etc. After that, there are basic 8 principles of yogas that are practiced. For example, first principle of the yoga is basically Yama. Yam basically deals with the external world. After that, the second is Niyama. It deals with the self-discipline. Third is Asana, which deals with the body posture. Fourth is Pranayam, which deals with the breathing exercises. Fifth is Pratyahara, which deals with external environment too. Sixth is the Dharana. Seventh is Dhyan, and 8th is Samadhi, which is the basically final consciousness. So yoga is not only a way of exercise, it is a way of life. If people follows it, it can basically give them the strength to follow their life in a good sense. Thank you.
Pearls look benign unless you ask for the oysters. This was the remark of our Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar that are talking about the China's policy on the string of pearls. Jai Hind everyone, I am here to present my lecturette on string of pearls. String of pearls refers to the Chinese presence in the IOR region. IOR means Indian Ocean region, and pearls are defined as the ports that will use as a military base. If I talk about the pearls, there are Chinese presence in the Indian Ocean region as the Hambantota port in Sri Lanka, Situe port in Myanmar, and many other. And there is another port in the Africa called Djibouti. So this kind of pearls are countering India in the IOR region. If I talk about the recent developments in the string of pearls policy, due to conflict between India and Maldives, we have seen Maldives came closer to the China. So it will giving the opportunity to build another port in the IOR region. Now if I talk about the impact on India with this string of pearls, the first impact is in the maritime security. We have seen China is also increasing their firepower in the of the navy in the IOR region, increasing their destroyers, aircraft carriers. So it will hinder the India's maritime security. The second impact on the India's now if I talk about India's retaliation on this pulse of string of pulse. India is also working on the necklace of diamond, in which they are administering the many other ports such as Chabar port and the Changi port in the Singapore. So it will provide an edge on the region of Iowa. The second retaliation in the India is grouping with the like-minded groupings such as Quad. It will give the international stage to India to give views on the international stage. Now if I talk about my opinion on that, with the help of the international communication, we can also retaliate in this Iowa region. And also we have seen India is exporting their defense to the Indo-Pacific region such as Philippines. So it will give an edge India to retaliate against the China. Thank you.
So everyone did well, starting from chest number 1 till chest number 7. I'm happy for you all. Just give a clap for everyone. All the best for your upcoming SSB.